Hi, great to be with you again. The day today, the day I'm doing this podcast is Ascension Thursday in some parts of the world and in some parts of our own country. It's been a confusing day, I think maybe for about 20 years now. Rome gave permission for the holy day to be celebrated the Sunday closest to it. So this coming Sunday, we celebrate both Ascension Thursday and, of course, as Americans, we have Mother's Day we're celebrating. But today is a holy day of obligation for about 6 provinces in the country, not 6 dioceses. The province covers several dioceses, and a couple of them are really large. One, of course, is New York. And the confusion for us Roman Catholics is, well, we have friends and family who live in those areas. For them, it's that obligation day. It's, I suppose, not that important, but just that we're aware as Catholics that local bishops have the authority from Rome to declare what days are a holy day regarding Ascension, the Feast of the Ascension. So, yeah, of course, in Detroit area, in the province of Michigan, all the dioceses of Michigan, we celebrate, as I said, this coming Sunday. This is admittedly, I don't know if I should use the word, but it's an odd thing we're celebrating. How odd of God to ascend, as it were. We, of course, once upon a time had no problems imagining that Jesus would do just that he would ascend from the earth to heaven. But that's when we had a whole different, if I can use the word, cosmology and understanding of the universe. We did not understand that it isn't all up, so to speak. That once you go through certain spheres, layers of creation, you're out in space, and you can't tell what's up, and you can't tell what's down, so to speak. So ascending from the earth means little. It would be an odd journey indeed for Jesus. But the ascension idea was not particular to Christianity. We already had it in Judaism with Elijah going up in the fiery chariot. We had it with Enoch ascending. It was a concept that was shared with heroes, particularly religious heroes, that God would take them up to himself. And the concept also was, of course, the cosmology then, what it was that heaven was up, hell is down, and for Catholics, purgatory is in the middle somehow or another. A layered look at all of creation, if you will. We don't look at creation that way anymore. But what is important about this feast is for us as Catholics, and by the way, I started to say, the Jews have their ascension of their heroic figures. The Muslims have theirs too. Muhammad allegedly ascended from the area where the mosque is, the Golden Mosque in Jerusalem. There's a big rocky area inside that sacred building from which he ascended astride his horse. So the story got even better, if you will, 600 years after Jesus. The idea for us as Christians with Jesus is not that physical gesture as much as saying that he is equal to God, that he has, we use the expression, he is seated at the right hand of God. That too is a symbolic phrase, if you will, as if God were on a main throne and Jesus is on a mini throne to his right. To be seated at the right hand means you are equal to the power figure, which we, of course, firmly believe of Jesus, the Father and the Holy Spirit. And that somehow or another, this ascended human Jesus, who is also divine, has the power to be with and to walk among us right now. It has dawned on me. I know that God, and I firmly believe that God in Jesus is with us all the time, and that he is wherever we are. God is, yeah, in all of his creation. He is everywhere and beyond it. And now that we are talking about billions of universes, oh my goodness, our God is present there. Exactly how we cannot speak to that. But a God who is present in 2 billion universes um, is present to you in your heart. He is present to us in our Eucharist. He is present as you sit and pray in your room, in the very air around you. I ask Joseph and Mary to help me each morning when I go into prayer to lead me into God's presence so that I am aware of him being there to show me how to pray. And I used to think of him being far away, that whole old cosmology thing. But now I realize he is here in this office from which I speak to you. He's here with and within Scott and me as we're doing this program. Uh, he can't be closer to you. In a sense, have you ever heard the expression, this God of the universe, Jesus who has ascended, is closer to you than the inside of your eyelids? Oh, don't go crazy over that one. But imagine the intimacy of God with us. That's the feast of the Ascension. Enjoy it. I'm trying to think if I have any news to share with you, Scott. Do I? Okay. We have our hoedown, our square dance coming up. Not this Saturday, but we think a week from Saturday. Look it up on our website, okay? It's at 6 o'clock, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Appropriate victuals for a hoedown will be available, and it's in our social hall, of course, downstairs. God bless you. Bye.